Hey guys, Antonio here again with some more Lincoln on Leadership, Executive Strategies for Tough Times. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 8, Exercise a Strong Hand, Be Decisive. So after reading the chapter, I kind of came up with what a good definition would be on what being decisive is, according to Lincoln, and that is the ability to make tough decisions so that the decisions align with your mission and then taking the necessary action at any point in time. So it's all those parts are important. You need to be able to make the crucial decisions for your business or company or whatever it is that will help you move forward and only towards your mission. And then after making decisions, you must take the actions, and this must happen at all times. So let's go into why you should be decisive versus not being decisive. So being decisive, basically, if you're picking a direction and going in that direction and constantly acting and moving in that direction, you're going to have opportunities come towards you because you're going to be moving into a new space. When you move into a new space, then more things come at you, more problems, as Grant Cardone said in the 10X rule. So the more opportunities come to you, the better it is for your business a lot of times. And at the same time, the people that are underneath you see that you have a sense of direction. That forces them to have a sense of purpose and a sense of direction, making them want to work hard and making the entire work environment more vibrant. So having that decision-making ability is key. If you don't make the decisions, if you're not being decisive, then what happens is you end up losing a lot of opportunities because of wasted time waiting to make a decision. And at the same time, the people below you notice that you are being indecisive, so people then become aimless and aren't really motivated. So that's key then, is to make sure that you're decisive. So now that you realize that you should be decisive, let's talk about how you could be decisive. So the first step here is understand all the facts involved, making sure that you do all the research on whatever decision that you need to make. So that's often going out into the field and making sure, like Lincoln did, he went and talked to all of his subordinates to ask about the specific scenarios that were going on, gathering the facts. Doing all the research yourself, researching on the internet, books, topics, understanding what your competitors are doing. And at the same time, for this step, you need to realize that you might not have all the facts that you need to make a decision, but the key here is getting as many as you can get and doing it as fast as possible, because as time goes on, the more things change and you want to be on top of it. You don't want to be wasting a lot of time. So first step here is understand all the facts involved, doing your research. Second step is consider multiple scenarios and consequences of each scenario. So let's take an example. Let's say you're a business owner and you have a product on the shelves and you are trying to decide whether you should increase your product line or improve the product that you have now. So you either make a decision to hire 5 engineers in order to make some software that would go along with and benefit your product, or that's route A, or route B would be to hire 5 product designers to come up with 2 new products to add to your line. You need to decide which one is better. So consider the scenarios and see which one would cost more money, which one would take more time, which one would give you a higher output based off of your closest guess. And then from there, we come into the third step, which is making sure that the decision you took, whether it was route A, route B, or route C, making sure that the action aligns with your mission and goals. This is important because it shows the people down low that you are still sticking towards your goal and you know that you're going forward. So now that you've made sure that you've gotten all the research you possibly can, you've picked a decision, and you've decided that it aligns with your goals, it's time to communicate this effectively to the proper people. So if you were hiring people, you would go and talk to HR and tell HR, look, I need this many people for this department, and I would like to get them by this date because we would like to ship out a product this way. This way, HR is completely on page. This is why we want someone. This is the requirements. This is why we're going to hire them. Now that everyone's on the same page, the last step then is just implementing it into action. Getting the right people, giving them the right steps, and making sure that they do it themselves. So to cover it real quick again, understanding all the facts involved, doing your research, considering multiple scenarios and the consequences of each outcome, making sure that your action aligns with your mission and goals, and effectively communicate the decision with proper people. And then fifth is just implement it with action. So if you like today's video, please click the like button down low. I'd much appreciate it. If you'd like to follow along in this book and any future books I do, click the subscribe button. If you want to see any more future books that I would do that you would like to suggest, leave a comment down low and I'll take that into consideration. And if you believe any of your friends that aren't that decisive could use the tips in this video, share it with them on Twitter or Facebook or whatever you'd like to share it them with. Hope you guys have a great day. Catch you next time.